Everything's a game, Mom. I was never good at games like that. I remember growing up in Project City, playing games with Tangy and Tracy, the sisters next door, you know? We'd play like cartoon tag until after dark, you know? Time to come in now. Oh, Ma, I don't wanna. All that stuff, you know? All that stuff. I'm spending my days down in the creek catching pollywogs, and I was always wandering off. It's amazing I didn't get nabbed. Not even the nefarious wanted me. No, I was just always divinely protected, I do believe. Because there were times in places that I wandered off, like in Atascadero. I remember this one time, and I was young, like 11, 10, like young. And I went wandering off. Got a little bit lost for a couple hours. But always find my way back eventually. Yeah, north, south, east, west. Moss grows on the north side. Well, that's how it used to be. Things are all weird now. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And the way things are, man, freaking feelings are all over the place. People are freaking losing their minds. They're doing what I did when I moved to Oregon and my ego freaking got deflated. It just happened to me 4 years ago. These things happen in different cycles, you know. Not everybody's on the same path, timeline. So I was just thinking about, I don't know, I was trying not to do much today, but because it's been kind of a hard week, and not just for me, for a lot of people, and I know that there's a lot of people struggling right now. They are. A lot of people are in fear. A lot of people so many people are losing loved ones unexpectedly. Yeah. You know, and the part that gets me is like, with all the crazy, wonky, weird ways that we die in life, you know, because we're all just a story and we all have an end, and nobody wants to see the end, you know, and some people don't want to, some people want to, you know, postpone the end, you know, but evidently, I mean, ultimately, everyone expires. It's what life is about. This is a life library, and we get to live stories with our personalities, and we're dropped into a frame of reference, and you know, into a life, and it's like, okay, make something of it, or don't. The choice is yours. There's going to be, you know, traffic cones and obstacles and all these things that are gonna sway you, you know, that are gonna try and keep you, you know, and sway you to go to the darkness, you know. And we just live. The longer we live, either you get closer to God in spirit, or you get farther and farther and more in ego, and all that Luciferian stuff that goes with it, that Luciferian tale theater stuff that goes all along with it. So weird. It's ball week, I guess. It's one of them gods that have fallen. One of those. I ain't into hurting people to freaking glorify my God. That's just not what God wants. God doesn't want you to hurt other people and harm yourself and do all that. It ain't all into that freaking weird. God ain't into that weird stuff. He's not. He wants people to be kind and loving to each other and not doing what they're doing, that's for sure. So, I had a pretty, I don't know, it's been a good day. It wasn't a bad day, it's just, like, it started out and I got mad. Because I was like, because I took the dogs out, I took Tucker out first, you know, and he's doing good. He's just been resting. He got 7 teeth pulled yesterday. And then Tuesday, was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday, already at 7, so it's been a busy week around here. And so took them out, and then I looked at the garbage can, and I was like, all right, I got to take the trash over. And I got the dogs in, and I got sidetracked, and I got to, and I missed the trash guy. And the trash was full because it's been my birthday. Month, week, season. And so I had a lot of garbage in there, and I just bought this little foam mattress thing. And so I had all the packaging from that. So it was full, and so I was like, oh my God, And see, when I get mad, first thing I do is like, why are you mad? And that's I was like, and that's what I do is I try to communicate with Mom why I'm upset. Because if I just get upset, she'll get worried and just be like, what? But I'm like, Mom, I'm upset because I forgot to take the trash can out, and I didn't. And then I even said, I can't. How am I going to take care of all of us when I can't even take the trash? I went there with it, and then I stopped talking to her, and I said, I'm going to go do sets. So I went into the bathroom, and I went because I got dumbbells in there, and I do sets. I've been doing sets whenever I get. So I went and do sets, and then I came back out, and I was like, okay, what's next? And I look, and I'm standing in the kitchen, and I look across the way, and it went this way, but it hadn't come back this way yet. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can run across the street, take it across the street, and put it one in the over there on the side, because I'm looking at a full can over there, and just put it over there. We'll just see, And so I did that, and they came. So sometimes I get stuck. I can get stuck in my emotion, in what that feeling right at that moment, knowing that emotions are fleeting and they are all soon to pass. I experience it, I flash, and I move on. A lot of people hold that stuff in, and that's how you get diseases. No, I'd rather say what I think and feel and have people think I'm a freaking jerk or something than hold anything like that in. I got enough stuff going on. It was kind of interesting. This was kind of another God thing that happened today. Is updating. Moving is a pain in the ass anyway. And then moving from one state to another and only being in that other state for like 5 weeks and then moving to another state. It's a lot of freaking just fucking, Sass, you alright? Bureaucratic nonsense that that's the shit I hate. That's the shit I'm like, I wish I had just do it, just get that shit done for me, because but it was cool, because it was a positive exchange that I had with the VA system. Having had so many unpositive exchanges with the Oregon VA system for the last 4 years, it's turned me off. And I think that's what happens to people. They get turned off. They don't want to bother. They don't want to try because nobody freaking cares anyway. But today I got a call because they kept getting mail back from Arizona. We were only there for like 5, 6. God, it felt like a freaking. God, it's a nightmare. Anyway, people sucked. They probably still do. Can't imagine they ascended to higher beings. Anyway, so the VA called. Said, we're not getting mail, or we're getting return mail. I'm like, that's because I don't live there anymore. And, so you want me to turn on the fan, Mom? And so, she helped me get all that stuff updated. And I just opened a new account here in the local area. Because, dude, it is not the time. The world is not heading in any kind of direction that you want your bank 4 states over. Power goes out. There's so many things that the potential right now for things to go freaking wonky is just. I'm not messing around. I'm not playing. So, I'm now. I mean, I have been. I've been a. I don't know. I look at residency like I live here, but I don't know. Other people look at it as when you get your driver's license. I don't know. I think Mom was born around here. How's that? That's pretty cool. Hi, Aaron. I haven't seen it. Hi, Jessica. Jessica, when I see you, I think of my sister, and I just want every single time because she's my 0.5. She's the one that made me a middle child. I don't know. You can't. I've had to care about people from afar my whole entire life. I really have. I engage sometimes. But I think mostly people just get caught up in their own lives and they don't really want to be bothered with outside things. That's why the cracks of society have gotten so wide, really. Because people don't want to bother. Oh, it's somebody else's problem. Somebody will take care of it. Everybody has that attitude. Nobody ever takes care of anything. So, did I even leave the house today? I did go check the mail today. I need to put some care packages together. As much as I freaking love getting mail, I really do like getting mail. I like sending it too. And so that's because I'm like, dude, other people have got to love getting mail as much as I do. So, we'll see. I just have been having, and that's the time when, especially like the weeks, that's the time that I should be putting the care packages and stuff together, is to keep me concentrating on something better, because the dogs have been stressed. I've been worried about the dogs. So there's a lot of nonsense going on in the world, man. All over the place. In like the real world. Driving, people are getting real crazy driving and stuff like that. Gotta just be extra careful. Leave early, or just be cool with being late. I like the feud. There's a feud going on between freaking the peace dealer, Michael, and freaking Cubs can't be kings. So you can, and it's just funny because they're beefing. They're like throwing shade and stuff like that. It's funny. I think it's hilarious. Luna! You want to come say hi, girl? I got pictures of Luna in the daffodils today. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's such a pretty girl. She's my pretty lady. She's getting old. I don't know how old she is, but, and this was the sun out there. I thought it was going to be more beamy, but that was a little while ago. Anyway, Stanley was faceplant napping today. Twice he was napping. He's camouflaged. And so I'm like looking around, where is he? And I find him eventually. Like now he's sleeping in the chair behind, or on a box on my sweatshirt behind Mom right now. Yep. But he had me going because he wasn't in all of his usual other spots. He just keeps coming up with new ones. So, I hope people aren't getting too wrapped up with what's going on in the world right now. I really do. Because there's so much crazy stuff going on in the world right now. And it's like, what did that say? 66,000 unhoused. Where was that? I hate it when it populates on a story and then it refreshes and then goes and you lose it. Confounded. So much propaganda. Oh, there it is. 66,000 unhoused people lived in the greater LA area as of January 2020. They say there's what? How much? See, I think they fudged the numbers. There's no way there's as many people on this planet as there are. With as short as our lifespans are, no freaking way. People aren't producing. I mean, people are having kids, but they ain't having kids like they've been. Because people don't like each other, right? People can't even stand each other right now. You know, I mean, there's some pockets of little, you know, there people have their astrology. It's working out for them. They're having the best version of their life right now. You know, they're just living the best. Everything's great, wonderful, going their way. That pendulum. That's the thing. How energy goes is because things are good, and then something happens. Things are good, and something happens. And other people, they start out where some bad stuff happens, bad stuff happens, some good happens. It's the opposite, right? But the way I see it is coming in where people are sharing, they're having more experiences as we are on this planet. So it's opened people's up hearts more because more people are going through it. Unless they're just closing up and becoming wicked and evil and maniacal and just more of the same. But some people are breaking through. They are. They're getting past their crusty. They're desalting. I've been salty since I was a little girl. Salty. Salty. I just didn't understand. I never liked when people picked on each other because I got picked on. I didn't like when people like pranked and I hated when people tried to make people look stupid. I hate that. I don't like that at all. That is a vibrational frequency that just, and there's, and condescending, that too. All this just bullshit energy. People acting one way, but feeling another. All that stuff is coming out. You can't do it anymore. Everybody's empath, man. Everybody on the planet is. You can't freaking fake it no more. People can't. And now more and more people, because of these things, more people are just getting used to saying whatever they want, so they're going to start. But what we're going to start seeing is, if you talk shit, be willing to freaking have to, back it up, because you're going to run into people that are going to freaking challenge you. You ever been punched in the face? When my brother freaking cracked, yeah. I broke a freaking. He punched me in the face. I saw stars. He's bigger than me, so I'd have to grab things. I broke a Daisy BB gun. No, he hit me in the face with the phone that time, and that's when that's what happened. He cracked me in one of the old rotary phones, one of those, and I freaking hit him with the BB gun, and then broke the handle off on it. I know how to fight. I know how to fight and protect myself from mom. I'd fight mom's boyfriends. It was to my advantage because I was coherent, and a lot of times they were drunk, so that works into my advantage. But, I mean, what fucking dude is going to try and fight a 12-year-old kid, so most people are going to I was probably 15. I was a little older than that. But this is one of the only times I ever saw mom drunk, because mom was not a drinker. She's never been a drinker. So she never understood but our chemistries were different. We're just way different, but we're similar too. I heard a smile. She, the guy she was hanging out with came and knocked on the door, and he's like, "Come get your mother. She's up over here in the bushes." So I went to go get her, and he started getting snarky with her, and I'm like, you don't get to talk to my mom that way. And he tried to reach for me, and I grabbed him and swung him around, and he went down this little freaking gully, and I'm just like, let's go, mother. Time to go home. But I'm not. But that's just a little sample. I know a lot of people, their parents they're just drunks, and they're wicked, and they're mean, and they're freaking abusive, and all that stuff, But alcohol's accepted. Alcohol's always accepted. It's always the one that's okay. But I think a lot of more people, the more that hopefully what I would like to see is the more that they legalize, that more that people just do edibles and stuff like that, flour, stuff like that, and then not drink that. But more and more people are drinking now. That's what all this violence is, because people don't got no filter when they drink. Their ego is completely in control. They say things, they do things. I know this because I am one. I'm a drunk. If I don't have God in the driver's seat, of my life, I'm a drunk. And I'm fun for a little while, but everybody gets sick of it, you know? So it's just, it stopped serving me. And the older we get, we're supposed to stop doing stuff that doesn't serve us anymore. And that stopped serving me a long time ago. It stopped working. I replaced it with meditation. I still eat my cookies. My cookies are fun. Everyone should eat my cookies. My cookies would heal a lot of pain. Because the thing of it is, and it's not even just like, whoa, you know, it's not even that. It's the fact that when people, human beings, when people are in physical pain all the time, it like amplifies things. And when things are hard and stuff like that, anyway, and then you come up with it, you know, it's just like you have to just rising above pain and our physical and emotional is not easy to do. It's not. But once people but you can do it. And once you learn how you can rise above the present moment that you're in and the emotion that you're in, you can see what's happening and respond instead of react. And this is not my strong suit either. I have grown. And that's not because I've noticed, it's because other people have noticed. So, I know I've grown too. I put in a lot of work, man. I noticed today I was brushing my teeth, and I'm like, holy hell. That line on my tongue is literally from me biting my tongue. Like, I do that all the time. I've done it since I was a little girl. And it's funny because my brother does it too. And then my niece does it too. There's pictures of her as a baby, y'all. I'm like, oh, she does the tongue thing. That's cool. You know, the things that get passed down in our DNA, you never know what they're going to be, you know. I wonder who in our family line all the way back to the 1500s, every now and again somebody is born and they're all, you know what I mean, Mom? Isn't that funny? Every now and again I'll see somebody in the world that they do it too. I'm like, oh, okay. Same freak tribe, man. So, I don't know. Things are just going to get crazy because more and more people are seeing that it's going to get crazy. And the astrology, and so many of these different astrologers have different perspectives, but they're all kind of, they all kind of bounce around and allude to the same kind of energies and stuff like that. But see, I'm used to this. My whole life has been, this is like easy street to me, you know, because I'm used to it. It's now that other people are having more of these weird, strange experiences and stuff like that. So, I don't know, maybe it'll be easier to, you know, find people to relate to. Stuff like that. Think? It's just, I've seen this wave of energy where things are just going to get so hard. Other people are going to have to struggle with water and stuff like that, like we had to for 3 years. You know, they're going to, you know, all weird. Because the control freaks are just at their wits' end. Because we all know the gig is up. Everybody knows the gig is up. And they can't, because people are talking in the streets and, you know, and like-minded. And I'm seeing it like on Teo's News, you know. There's like, someone will put up a news article and you read the comments and it's just like, no, people are not buying into the narrative. They're not. And so, once things get hard, you know, people are going to open up their heart more, and start living more as a community. It is. This place, I'm finding, from what the locals are telling me, because I like talking to people, like, while you're waiting out at the vet and stuff. Had a cool talk. She's, you know, people tell you, be careful about going out there, because that's where the predators are. And I'm like, okay. So, if you know that at the vet store, then all the police are sure to know that. You know. But everybody knows that's where they are. You know, it's prevalent. They're loud. You know? My biggest thing is I can't wait till the people really start freaking opening their eyes to this freaking human trafficking thing. You know? If I had someone to hang out with Mom, I'd go down and do my own recon. I really would. I really would. Because they're just freaking throwing kids over the fence and stuff like that. Throwing kids in the river and just... It's freaking... It's sick. It's sick! It's sick! For this to... It's just sick. And there's sick people running the show. And God ain't gonna allow it anymore, so... I look at a rug being shaken out. That's what I see right now. And getting hung up on a clothesline and beaten out. That's what's happening now. A lot of freaking people are gonna be revealed. Oh, and this whole wave of spirituality. This whole wave... I've been mentioning it a couple years because everything happens in waves, and I know I came in on a wave. I've only been doing this 4 years. I know there's people who've been doing it like 10, 12. I was busy collecting other life experience in that time, where I couldn't make videos because you'd lose your job and all that. I was too enamored in 3D, living from my ego. And it had to get stripped away, and it did. And other people are going to have their egos stripped down a little bit, because that's the only way this world's going to change. Not with more and more billionaires on the planet. It's just not going to do us no good. We're just going to get more of the same. That ain't going to do nobody no good. So, I'm excited to see how much goodness this wave of goodness is going to come around. But it's going to get dark for a while, man. It's going to... People are just so much in fear because all this shot stuff and everything. Every time you turn around, somebody's afraid of something. You know, we're not scared much around here. We got nothing to really worry about here. I mean, somebody came in, stole a trailer, freaking like 15. It was so weird because it was like winter and it had snowed, and they had to work on it. Like 3 hours to get it out of it. Like air up the tires, like it had like, you know, I mean, it was an ordeal. It was like a $3,000-$4,000. It was somebody made it for jet skis, specifically for jet skis, and somebody felt like that it needed to belong to them. So what happened was, I'm really actually kind of embarrassed about the whole thing because I didn't hear. Well, I wasn't supposed to. You know, I wasn't supposed to confront them. It wasn't my confrontation, you know, kind of thing. And it was like, we'd been here a few weeks, I think. It had been, maybe even a couple months. God, time is just going by so fast right now. It's just freaking, crazy. But, I sleep with the fan on, but it had been snowing a lot, so I hadn't been, since we got here, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna, just gonna enjoy this nice heater we got here, because we haven't had central heat in 4 years, the whole time we lived in Oregon. It's kind of nice. Toasty is kind of nice. So, what was I talking about? I train of thought just derailed. Oh, so these 2 particular nights, the first night, evidently, that they worked on it for 3 hours, because somebody got videotape of it. Somebody somewhere around here has, like, cameras. I don't know where. And it's not me. But, I didn't hear it because of the fan. Isn't that how God works, though? It's like, okay, sleep with the fan on tonight. And then someone's freaking stealing it. It's like 30 feet probably 50 feet from where my head is. You know? If I wouldn't have had the fan on, I would have heard for sure. Because the dogs around here bark at everything. Not my dogs. I hear stuff before my dogs hear stuff and respond. Unless sometimes Tucker hears something far, far away. And then the second night they came back and it took like a half hour for them to hook it all up and everything. But the first night and I was just like, man, dude, and it wasn't, and you know what sucks? It was such a sentimental thing. It was like the kids it's just people suck, man. People just suck, and you do stuff like that. That stuff comes back to you. And one of the worst things I think that could happen is that you're constantly looking over your shoulder. That would not be a fun way for me to live. Is to always have to worry about somebody's gonna get you. See, that was one of the cool things about hanging out with those friends at Bill W. Is I cleaned up a lot of wreckage in my past, and I created a little bit more in the last few years. I'm okay with it. Let that stuff go, and I won't act that way again next time. That's how I learned. That's how you do it. Stop acting the ways that are of the wicked, you know? And then if everybody does that a little bit, the world, we just might get a little bit closer to heaven on earth instead of this shit show we got. So, I gotta decide how I'm gonna act when I go out every day. Mostly, my encounters are positive. They are. They really are. You know? And that, so much gratitude in just that right there, because people weren't always that friendly in the good Midwest and Omaha, or traveling thereabouts. Not always friendly. Or what's even worse than not friendly is when people are freaking friendly to your face and so fake, and then you find out. I've been duped a lot because I want to believe people. So I just go by face value. Even knowing that, Marge, you're an empath, you're Heyoka. You know how they feel. But no, you gotta live by face value. Just live it, that's living in ignorance. Ignoring. I'm ignoring how they really feel. No, Marge, that's a lie. Okay. And then just take every exchange for what it is. And try not to take things too personal. That's the part that's hard. Because I can take things personal. Because I know the way people freaking act, they do stuff on purpose. And they're doing it because of for whatever their own reasons are, but the way that people treat you has nothing to do with you and has all to do with them. Sometimes that's hard to really let soak in. But you get older, you get a little bit more wisdoms. You can see who the people are that are worth it. But that's why it's like, I don't know. You if you're young, hang on to the friends that you have now. Your dear friends, hang on to them. Because the older you get, man, if you go through life and you end up with just a couple, you are lucky. It is harder to make friends and keep friends because things fall away, like loyalty and honesty. Mom and I were talking about that today. I could be called a lot of things, but a liar is not one of them. It's not. So that's not easy to come by. And I'm even including lying by omission. Yeah. Leaving out facts to make myself look better? No. See, I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I make mistakes. And this is where I talk about them. So maybe other people will talk about mistakes that they've made and not hold them in and let them weigh them down and burden them and then feel bad about themselves and then choose alternative ways to compensate to feel good. None of which are healthy, So, I think that's about all I got for now. I think I ran my mouth long enough. Mom probably wants some ice cream. Thanks, Mom. I have some in my drawer, I think. They gave it. I think that's one of that magnesium. Blah blah blah. I think that's one of the first ones the VA tried to get me. It's a structural. It's more nerve shit than anything. I've been in car accidents. I had my cheek broke my cheek. A girl wasn't wearing her seatbelt. She slid over and broke my cheekbone. That sucked. Glad my eyeball didn't fall out. It wasn't my left eye. I'm good. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Did you see the article, though, that there's a judge in LA that ordered the city and the county of Los Angeles to have get every homeless person off the street by fall? You know? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping for the best. It could happen. I mean, they have a lot of... That's the thing is you have the places, the property that's really cool, right? That has the best view and stuff like that. And then the rich people buy them. And then they only want to sell them to other rich people. And then they raise the prices so high, you know, because that's just how it all works. Everything costs $1 gazillion, so everybody could make $1 gazillion. And then and then there's no place for people, people just can't afford it. You know, that's what they're running into here in Teos, is that it's like, I guess like half this town left when the freaking virus broke out, and it's a pretty place, but it's like the only thing that makes it survive is the tourism, but it's so stupid because people don't want to freaking go up to this mountain, spend all this money to travel here, go up on this mountain, and then have to wear a mask to go skiing. It's stupid, you know? And getting all mean mugged when you're just hiking with your kids and stuff like that is stupid. And so people are putting their money in other places where you don't have to do that. And we're going to have a big old division, because we're going to have the world of fear, the 3D Earth, and then we're going to have the 5D Earth, where people are just like, what are you going to do? Let's pass a doobie and eat some good food, you know, laugh with our friends. That's about all I got for now. I hope you have a rad day. Peace. Oh, wait! Hi, Carolyn. Be Spiritual Warrior. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. I know, you've been watching me forever. I still can't get to 1K. I just piss people off, man. Hey, Oka, we ain't supposed to be mainstream. I saw in my recommendation today a page called The Heyoka, and I think it's astrology or something like that. I don't even know. I didn't listen. I'm like, I got my comment pinned. I said, The Heyoka? I said, that's hilarious. Because I look at people that hold a vibrational frequency, same freak tribe. There's so many Heyoka. I just met one a couple days ago, you know. A lot of them are living on the street, you know. They're not doing $100 readings, I don't think. I don't even know if that's what's happening there. But I was just like, anyone that said, I was like, like, you're the, like, are you the, like, whoa, hierarchical, like, everyone else is not because you are? And I was just like, that is so ego. I always understood Heyoka is sacred clown in balance with ego and spirit. I will never be I will never get past A, lowercase h, EY, OKA. I hope you have a rad day.